right, it looks like I am live. Thank you so much for joining me. For those of you that aren't aware, my name is Tammy Morrison. I am a spiritual teacher, mentor, and intuitive healer. And I love to work with folks, especially to help them on their healing journey, on their journey to spiritual awakening. I love to help folks to embody their spiritual gifts, their clair gifts, and they call them clair because clair means clear in French. So it's clear hearing, clear seeing is clairvoyance, clear cognizance is clear knowing, clear sentience is clear feeling, and clear audience is clear hearing. So any of those things that you have, I love to work with people in that area. So if that's something that is, something that you are looking for, then you got the right place. All right, hold on. Let me set up TikTok because I don't know. I went live before I was ready. So, because I am live right now on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube, and now I'm about to be live on TikTok. So I try to do these lives. I come live on Tuesday and Thursday. Yes, I come live on Tuesday and Thursday for healing chats. I also come live we're actually doing a Thursday night live, which is going to be fun. But we're going to do a Thursday night live with my girl, Coach LT, the book coach. So we're going to do a Thursday night live with that. And then I do a Wednesday night live with my partner, Megan Marie, with my Ebony and Ivory partner, Megan Marie. And so we do a live on Wednesdays. So these are the times that you can catch me live. And then Sunday service with the Morrisons, I do with Mr. Morrison, with my husband. So we do a Sunday service show, which is amazing. We talk all things love and marriage on that one. We really just give tips and tools and things that have helped us, to stay in this space where we are just loving on each other. And, for us, for me, it's my second marriage. For my husband, it's his third. And so we're done. We're done with marriage. And so we are, excited to share some of the things that we have learned, because between us, we have probably almost 50 years of marriage. Yeah, I think we actually do. I think we actually have about 50 years of marriage. So, so we love to talk about that. And we actually love to share because we get asked questions all the time about our love. And so we decided to do a show and just come on and talk about it. So that's Sunday service with the Morrisons. So today is Tuesday Healing Chat. So today I'm talking about my favorite subject, which is healing, which I absolutely love. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Oh, I got to get some water. Hey, Kiana, thank you for joining. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about my healing journey because, I talk to all kinds of other people. Just finished a client session that was amazing. And what I'm learning is that everybody's healing journey is different. And the things that we face and the things that we deal with is different. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the things that we think matters. So now I pulled the surrender card. And so the surrender card that I pulled for us today was surrender to the wisdom of your body. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. So listen to your body's messages about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So basically, listen to what your body is telling you. Our bodies speak to us all the time. And so one of the things I wanted to share is, listen to your body. So for me, I started listening to my body a few ago. I was gonna say a few years, but it probably is more like a decade, maybe. But I started listening to my body, and so one of the things I wanted to share is that when you begin to listen to your body, it will speak to you, and it will begin to share things with you. So once you get to that space where you're like, okay, I got to hear and I want to listen to what my body is saying. And y'all, make sure y'all send me them hearts and likes and loves and all that kind of stuff if y'all gonna pop on. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. But as you begin to listen to your body and your body starts to speak to you and it starts telling you, hey, you need to slow down, or you need to take some time out, or you need to quit that job. Because here's the thing that I'm learning is that when you are doing something that you do not like, when you are doing a job or a position or something like that you do not like, it is not good for your body. And the older that we get, the more that's not good for us. The more you need to begin to honor yourself and honor your body and honor the fact that you can create a legacy. That's what you need to do. That's what we got to do. I don't know about you, but I am setting up my life to live a longer time. I'm setting up my life to live a longer time. So I started really paying attention to my body and really listening to, how food makes it feel. So certain foods, I decided I'm not going to partake very often. And here's the thing about that. I don't believe in diets. I believe that you should listen to your body and see how food makes you feel. So if certain things make you feel not so good, then you probably shouldn't eat those. And I don't believe that we should take a pill in order to eat something. If we're not supposed to eat it, if our body is not accepting it, then we should not eat it. And so that is one of the things, because everybody's like, oh, well, do you have what's that thing where you take the omeprazole? GERD, reflux. Do you have reflux and this and that? And I said, well, I don't claim none of those diseases, to be honest with you. Now, something may be going on that looks like that, but I'm not claiming it because I don't collect diseases. What I do is I work on healing whatever it is that is going on inside of my body. And so right now I'm dealing with an issue with my stomach. And so I have been dealing with this about a little bit over a year ago, but it feels like it's gotten a little bit intense, more so than it had been in the last few months. And so I started working on it to see what was it energetically that needed to happen with that area. And I also, saw an acupuncturist, working with one of those as well. But he's just so far. I liked him so much, but Lord, it was just such a drive to get there. It was like over an hour to get to him. And so I have to figure something out. I don't know. But I really liked him, and I think he's really going to be able to help me. I started taking some Chinese medicine, which is amazing, and I believe that it's helping. It's kind of hard to tell with those things because you don't really know till you do. So anyway, but I started working on that, and I started working on things like, I know that a lot of things that go on in those areas are, related to what's going on inside of here, in our mental. And so in our emotional. And so I started working on that. I started really diving in and studying some of the stuff that I have and some of the programs that I do. Like I'm a Reiki master and quantum Reiki and Kundalini Reiki master teacher and sacred soul alignment practitioner and all these things that I have certificates for that I do. Life coach. I have a certificate for life coaching. So I also do that as well. However, I honestly, truly believe that as you start really diving into what is going on inside of you in your life, even because all of those things are one. So it's we have holistic bodies. We don't have bodies where we compartmentalize. That's not us. Our bodies all work together. They work together. That's why you can do some of these techniques. I saw yesterday, I saw a lady do these techniques, acupuncture techniques, and she showed some ways that you can do it. If you were having a headache, I think she said, if you were having a headache, you can rub somewhere in your hand here to help to get rid of the headache. And you know what? That works because I tried it. And there's also some things that you can do on your feet. And I know that's reflexology as well. And I don't know it, but I have heard of it, and I've read a little bit about it, and I actually have experienced some because my grandmother used to do it, and I don't even know, I don't think she was even got any type of formal training for it. I think that it was just one of those things that she learned and she used to do, and she would rub the side of your foot to help get rid of back pain and stuff like that. And it was something else she would do to help you with stress. Can't exactly remember what it was now because I was a little bit of thing when these things were happening. But I remember, I remember her, touching certain parts of your body in order for other parts of your body to respond. And so these things happen, they happen all the time. However, when you start really beginning to shape and shift, and really starting to do your life and what goes on inside of your life and what is happening in your heart space, what is going on? How are you feeling? Because people like to discount your feelings, but your feelings mean a lot. They mean a lot. They do a lot. So one of the things that I love to talk about is really taking time and tuning in to what is happening, and not for the case of trying to find another disease, not for that case, for the case of trying to really get your body to a place where it's healed and where you feel good. Because many times there are people that I was listening to a program earlier today where one of the ladies was going to work at this job that she hated, and she wondered, why was she sick? Why was she sick? Because she was doing something that she hated. Okay, I need to know, truly, is tarot reading against what God is okay with? I really don't believe God have nothing to do with that. I know that the church has vilified it, and they can do what they want to do. I don't subscribe to that, but I don't see that anywhere in the Bible. I didn't see it anywhere in the Bible. I mean, people went to soothsayers and prophets, prophetesses, and wisdom keepers. Yeah. So no, I don't see anything about that. But it's according to what you believe. Because we all have our own beliefs. I'm not here to judge anybody about any beliefs. I have mine, but not judging anybody. That's what I thought. And I feel like people have been attacking me for it. Yep, they have. And they're going to keep doing it, especially if you do it in any of these platforms, any of these places. Because I started doing Oracle because I haven't done tarot much because I couldn't, I had a block because I came from deep religion, and I knew that it was a block. But it was a block for me, and I couldn't process it for some reason, but I could process Oracle cards. And so I would use those, even though, like most people that are intuitive, we don't really need them, right? But they're just fun to use. And they're like on point all the time. So that's amazing. But it's really just connecting to the energy. And so as you connect to the energy, the cards are just a tool. And I tell people the cards are just like when I don't know about you, but when we would go to church and we would go see prophetesses and things, people come through and give words and stuff. Well, they always had a handkerchief or a cloth or something like that. And then they always want you to give them money. So there's an energy exchange in some way, right? And that's basically the same thing as this. So I used to get all kinds of threats. I still do. But I don't pay attention to those people because I love God. I love God. God is my supreme. I love God. Other people, get into some of these things because they, running away from God and all this other kind of stuff. But no, we're not running away from God. I love God. I just believe that God is so much bigger than the religious community wants it to be. I think that so many times they use religion to keep us bound and to keep us stuck and to keep us in want, in lack. The more I watch it and the more I see it, the more it just comes to light. It's like, no, exactly, fear. Tiffany said fear. Exactly. Fear is what blocks people. And so for me, it's like, no, because when I started realizing that, and honestly, y'all, I'm gonna be quite vulnerable here, but I was raised in religion. My grandmother was a pastor, preacher, teacher, evangelist, prophetess type. So I know all about that stuff. And we were Pentecostal holiness from the South. So, we went to church. There were times we went to church every freaking day. And I just really didn't understand that we needed to do that, because now that I realize, that God lives in me, I ain't got to go in nobody's building to talk to him. And I can talk to God every single day, which is what I really do, And so, but yeah, so you'll get those threats, and it's terrible. I kind of hate it, but, and it's crazy, but people hide behind social media, so they'll say stuff on social media that they probably would never say to your face, and then the other thing is too, people are down on what they're not up on. And if you are still stuck in those boxes, which that's what that is, it's a box, and every time I would go to church, y'all, they would say, we're going to take God out the box, but they never did. They never took God out the box. And then they want to be down on astrology, which is in the Bible. They went to see astrologers. Astrologers are in the Bible, but they ain't going to show you that. And the other thing is too, numerology is a science. So, they're gonna be down on all these things, you know what I mean? Because the other thing too is it's opening people's eyes, because people are awakening. They are awakening, excuse me, and they're coming away from all of this bull crap that we've been fed and we've been taught and we've been brainwashed and manipulated. All these things, all these times. Yes, girl. Yes, you're good. You are good. It is okay. It's like, they have different ways to manipulate us, oh, well, you're what is those people that we had a lot in Arizona? Mormon. You're a Mormon, you're a Latter-day Saint or whatever. And you're a Catholic, and you're a Jehovah's Witness, and you're whoever the Waco people were, whatever other cult you can be, you follow Jim Jones, or you follow, whoever, and it's all kinds of different things. And if you look at it, it's so many ways to divide us, y'all know what? I have this passion for women, and I'm glad I came on here to talk about it, because I was feeling a little bit burned out with trying to get women together, because women need to come together. So I have a sister circle, y'all, that I'm doing on the Meetup. So if you're on Meetup, it's on Meetup, and it's called Sisters Circle Immersion Experience. And I'm trying to bring women together. So I'm going to do some virtual circles and probably some different things in the community as well as time goes on. But right now I'm going to do it virtually in the circle. But I'm trying to bring women together, because they are trying to divide us, y'all. Now, of course, we are already divided, but they're trying to pull us apart and make us go, all kind of places and stuff. And why? But that is another thing. That's another thing that religion has done too. It divides people, because if you're not following this person, and you're not going to be one of the 144,000, I can't remember what religion that was, but I thought that was freaking hilarious. I always did. But if you're not going to be one of the whatever, or you can't be here, or you can't be there, or you can't have this, or we're going to excommunicate you, all of these things, which is fucking bullshit, because none of that stuff has nothing to do with God. Nothing. And I'm almost really pissed off, because religion has been used to keep Black people down since we got here. Since they brought us here, not on the Mayflower or the whatever the fucking flower thing was, none of that. But since we got here, They use that to divide and conquer and send us, and it's still happening today. It's still happening today. They're still using it to divide us instead of making sure that people want to love God. And my thing is, I tell people all the time, I love God. I don't care what you say. I love God because God has been so good to me. I'm here today because of God, because I was one of the people that could have been on the dead list. I had my youngest child and I was dying, and it was nothing but God, because they did not even know what was wrong with me, and I have that type of stuff that goes on all the time. Matter of fact, I'm dealing with something like that now. They could not give me a diagnosis for my stomach, but it is still hurting. And so I'm dealing with it. I have started consulting, God and my spiritual team to bring me answers that I need. I don't know what that was. It almost sounded like a siren that was dying. But I live in a city, so it could be anything. I'm just so grateful for my beautiful apartment. And I'm even more grateful for my beautiful home. But anyway, yeah. So and I think about that all the time. I think, God, because the doctor called my ex and told him that he needed to come home because he hadn't come home for the birth of his child. It's another lie. And so, they told him to come home because he was going to have to get his child because his wife was dying, and that was me. So I think about that. I think, nothing. There was nothing because they did not even have a diagnosis for me. They didn't know what was wrong. They just knew something was wrong. And so, so I dealt with that. So I think about that. I was like, I could have been in that percentage because y'all know they don't do Black women good, in the hospitals and stuff. They don't do us well in healthcare at all, and they don't even having babies and stuff. They, we have the highest infant mortality rate and even mother mortality rate of anyone. Now, why is that? Why is that? I'll tell you why. It's because racism is embedded in the world. It's embedded. And so as we are digging out of that, and as we are scooping that shit out, and as we were sending it on its way, we're going to have to do that in the next generations after us. Like, I'm Gen X. So the Gen Zs and the millennials and whoever else is after that, they're going to have to deal with that and actually begin to still root that shit out, because we have to get rid of it. We have to get rid of it. It serves no purpose. And it wasn't until after about 1500. We didn't have any of this stuff until about 1500, with where people had issues with other people because of their skin color or because of their race or because of their culture. We didn't have that. That did not go on. I actually have it on good authority. I read a bunch of books, but I have it on good authority that stuff happened later. I guess once they decided that, somebody needed to be a damn slave, and, and who needed to do it was people that have melanin on their skin. I think it's probably a lot of super jealousy. I still believe that. I think it's a lot of jealousy because Black don't crack. And honestly, I truly believe that God did that to us because he knew what kind of shit we was going to deal with in this world. He knew that it was going to be crazy, that people were going to be racist, that it was going to be killing us for no reason, and all of that. And they knew that we were going to be discriminated against and all of this, and that we were going to deal with all this, and that we was going to have to save our kids and save ourselves and do all that stuff. And I truly believe that that good God that I love and that we all love decided that, hey, I'm going to do that for them. That's what I think. I truly do, because what other reason is it? What other reason is it? Yes. So yeah, I believe in God. And I also read cards. I also do intuitive healing, which I love. I'm also bringing in the Bach flower remedies. So I'm doing a little not a little, but like I'm doing a mini session, and I want to offer it to as many people as I can. I want to do a mini session where I talk to you about, the things that you're dealing with, and try to help you find some Bach flower remedies, or actually not try. We're going to help you find some Bach flower remedies to help you, because those things are amazing. And I had forgotten about them, but I was trained. That was actually the first training that I had when I started my spiritual awakening, was on the flowers, which is really weird, but it was. And then I think I started doing, I went and got Reiki certified. Excuse me, Reiki Master certified. So anyway, so these are the things that that I wanted to talk about today. I guess. I came on here with one agenda, but we ended up someplace else, and that's okay. It works. It's all right. It's what happens. It works. It works. So, but anyway, I just really wanted to just kind of speak to that, and speak to us, and speak to you, and just let you know. I have the Bach flower sessions. I'm looking at like 30-minute sessions. You come in and we do it on Zoom. So I'm looking at like 30-minute sessions, and I'm looking at $30 for the charge. So if that's something that you are looking at, you want to start working on your health as far as healing all of the emotional components and the parts that lead to disease, because that is what happens. You start having, dealing with unforgiveness and bitterness and all of these type of things, these low level vibrations, blame, and all that kind of stuff, then you attract all kinds of disease to you, because that's what is attracted to disease, is low level vibrations and low level emotions. And so when you start to really take that on, and you really start to work on that, and I have also done that for myself. That's how I know. Because I started working on me first, because I want to know, how it works and how I can do it and how I can help other people. And so that's one of the things. And so I decided, like I said, I'm going to offer 30-minute sessions. Let's call them Bach flower sessions. We'll call them Bach flower sessions. So 30-minute sessions using the Bach flower tools to help you. And also it's going to, I got to sit down and think about it. But I'm going to create your Bach flower essences for you as a result of this session. So I'm super, super excited about it. Like I said, it's a 30-minute healing session. We'll get into talking about the things that are going on in your life, and some of the things that you want to change, and some of the things you want to shift. And then I will create you a Bach flower remedies for it, and put it in the mail to you. So of course, right now I have to do the states, because I won't be able to do that for other places, because it's just customs and all that other stuff. It's just too much. And I think the shipment will be ridiculous. So I don't want to get involved with that. But I have these sessions, and I would love if you would like to join me. Send me a message on whatever platform you are listening to this. Because like I said, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. So if that's something that you're looking for, the Bach flower essences are amazing. They are amazing tools to help you to resolve some of the things that go on inside of us. Some of the things that, to be honest with you, I think some of the things that people take a lot of drugs for, we can resolve with those Bach flower essences. So again, thank you for joining me. I truly do appreciate your time. I will be back on again on Thursday for Thursday healing chats. I'll be back on the same spaces probably. I'm looking forward to seeing all of you, and I'm looking forward to hearing from some of you if you would like to do the Bach flower essences. Hey, Yvonne, thank you for joining. So let me know if that is something that you would like to do. I also have a 6 weeks program, Journey to Radical Acceptance. It is fast becoming a 6 weeks mentorship program. So it's for people, if you are, new on your journey, you want to learn about your gifts, And also, with every session that I do, there's a healing always, because that's what we do. And that's why you have a session. So I love that, and I appreciate it. And I would love it, to connect with people that are on the journey, because it is an amazing journey. How you doing, Yvonne? Thank you for hanging out. But I'm about to go. So because I have some stuff I need to get done, and I got a meeting this afternoon at, I think, 5 o'clock. So trying to get some things done prior to that time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate all of you for showing up, and I thank y'all for your love. Again, if you would like to work with me, you can do it either in the 6-week program. I also do have like healing sessions that I do, which right now they're $111 for a healing session. But this session for the Bach flower is just $30. It's going to be 30 minutes for $30. It's going to include your Bach flower essences that will be mailed out to you. And like I said, you want to be in the U.S. If not, you're going to have to pay them shipping. That shipping is insane. So again, thank you so much for hanging out. I also have the Sisters Circle Immersion Experience. You can go in the link in my bio and go to the link tree, and you'll see the link for the Sister Circle meetup. But if you're on Meetup, you can just find it, Sister Circle Immersion Experience. There's only one, and you'll see my face on there. Not this hair, but you'll see the face. So anyway, thank you for hanging out. Also, if you are looking, like I said, I talked about my grandmother, who was amazing. Pastor, preacher, teacher, prophetess, evangelist, stuff like that. I call her pastor extraordinaire, but I'm writing a book about her, Passing the Pearls. It is stories about our grandmothers. I'm inviting people to join. I'm inviting people to join me if you have a story to share about your grandmother or a grandmother. You don't even have to be yours. It could be somebody else's, because I know people that, probably could write a story about my grandmother because she was so full of love and she didn't need a stranger. However, I'm just so super excited and super grateful, for this time and to be here before you and just talking about this stuff. And I hope you got some value out of it. I don't even know where it went, but it was fun doing it. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, weekend, whatever it is for you. Thank you for joining all the people that are joining. And those of you that are catching the replay, hit #replay and let us know that you have watched, because I love to see, where people are joining from, because I love the fact that we can talk to people all over the planet, which just is amazing. And that's probably the one beautiful thing about social media, is that you can meet people all over the world and, become friends with them. And then, as one of my shows said, and kill them. That's not me. But I think it was a show I was watching about spies. But anyway, thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. And thank you for all the likes, the loves, the hearts, the gifts, everything. It's all good. So I'll be back on again, as like I said, on Thursday for Thursday Healing Chats. I'll be on tomorrow, Wednesday, with my partner, Megan Marie, for Ebony and Ivory on spiritual growth. So we'll be talking about those things as we do on Wednesday. So if you are available to join us, usually we come on around 5, somewhere between 5 and 6. We come on Wednesday. So if that is something that is on your radar, join us. And then again, Thursday night for Talking Shit with Tammy T and Coach LT. That's what we said. So we'll be on Thursday night, this night. Thursday night, 8 o'clock Pacific time. So join us. I know it's a little late for my East Coast people, but y'all can catch the replay. That's a good thing about these platforms too. There's replays. So again, thank you for joining. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful. And bye.